This is our pet-friendly experience on the DFDS King Seaways from Amsterdam into Newcastle, UK. We started queuing about 3 p.m. and we finally boarded about 5 p.m. So get there early. Once you park up your car, you can get out, bring your pets, and make your way to your cabin. You'll know that you've arrived in the pet-friendly area because the carpeted floor turns to a wooden floor. So we were super out of breath from walking up and down the ship to find our cabin, but eventually we found it, and it was really conveniently very close to the doorway which leads you to the pet exercise and pet toilet area. So this is the first of the two areas that you have access to when you're on board. The second one is just up a set of stairs. You've got another patch of grass and also some kennels for people who I think didn't choose a pet-friendly cabin but wanted to give their pets who are staying in the hotel some fresh air. It also has this really nice picnic table, which was really nice to chat to different dog owners, and we had a bit of a play session with some of the other dogs that were there. The really nice thing about this route is that you can take dogs even if you're a foot passenger and don't have a car. So I think that's really nice as well because there's very limited options for that. And about 5:30 we officially started moving and we are on our way to the UK. So we definitely advise that you book a dinner slot before you travel. We left it until we were on board and there was very few slots available. What we did was we actually booked one slot between us but did a swap halfway through, so one of us ate while the other stayed in the cabin with the dogs and then we swapped. This is just what worked for us because we didn't want to leave them alone in the cabin, but people definitely were doing that, and it just depends on each dog I suppose, but our dogs we know this wouldn't have worked for, so we used the time to have a bit of relax and have a bit of dinner themselves. Juno, come on! This was Juno annoyed that her dad had left for dinner and didn't bring her, but Coco didn't care. If you don't manage to get a pet-friendly cabin, there is the dog hotel. It's on the same deck as the pet-friendly cabins, but there are restricted visiting times, and as far as I know, it is just crates in a locked room, but you can take your pet out and bring them up to that pet-friendly deck during the specific opening times. If you're in a pet-friendly cabin, you do have unrestricted access to the pet-friendly deck whenever you want at any time. There's no limits, which is really handy for any middle of the night toilet trips or to burn some energy. Although our dogs just constantly wanted to go back to their bed, so we didn't use it too much. The next morning, as we were arriving into the UK, the whole deck had been sprayed down and cleaned, so that was really nice. And we watched a bit of the sunrise before going back to bed and waiting to dock. And the process of finding the car was just the same as the process of finding the cabin, but we eventually got there and arrived into the UK.